Hello, you've caught me down at the cave again. You know, in the evening, I've got a fascination with old cars. I've been working on old cars since I was a kid. My dad got me involved with restoration projects and cars for years since I was a teenager, and so it's just a hobby that I've really had over the years. We used to go to car shows and swap meets and cruise nights, and we just really had a lot of fun. Well, I'm working right now on this old 1966 Ford Mustang. It's actually a two-door hardtop, but it's a GT, which is a kind of a rare model in 1966. And I'm working on the rear right brakes. I just finished putting this back together. I had the whole brake mechanism here apart, and I had all the pieces laid out here, at least 50 different pieces that were laying here on the top of the car lift. And as I started putting it back together, I just got thinking about the financial planning process of what I do every day at work. And it reminded me of annuities and all the different pieces, and to try to understand annuities, which can be pretty complex. And I think for someone that's never done a brake job before on an old Ford, it can be pretty complex as well. Hi, my name is Mark McKell. I'm the managing partner of McKell Partners. We're a comprehensive wealth management firm on the West Coast. And we work primarily with individuals, families, and business owners who are transitioning into retirement to experience some of the best years of their lives. And so we work with them on a comprehensive planning basis to kind of help them experience financial peace. One of the questions that often comes up in our comprehensive planning process is, well, do I need an annuity? And that's a big question, because there are certain situations where we might recommend an annuity and other situations that we just wouldn't. So I thought I'd give you a little background here on annuities, because they are so complex, and kind of give you a little bit of education on them. There's three different types of annuities in a category we would call deferred annuities: fixed annuities, fixed indexed annuities, and variable annuities. A fixed annuity grows at a fixed rate over a period of time. You know, today with the Federal Reserve increasing interest rates pretty dramatically, they're fixed annuities today in the 4 or 5% category. These annuities cover a contract period, 5, 10 years, 7 years, something like that. Fixed index annuities are annuities that also have a contract period designed for growth, but they follow an index like the S&P 500 or other indexes. And then they're capped, or they have some sort of a participation rate on an annual basis. Then there's a variable annuity, which is more of a marketable securities approach, where you have sub-accounts or marketable securities inside the annuity that the annuity derives its growth from. Now, in all three of these situations, remember that any growth in the annuity, if it's a non-qualified annuity, meaning it's not in an IRA, then that growth is going to grow tax deferred, and you don't have to take out or you don't have to pay taxes until you take money out of the annuity. Now, there's another whole category of annuities called SPIAs. You might want to write that down. SPIA, single premium immediate annuities. And this is where you take a lump sum, you put it into an annuity, and then that lump sum is converted into a stream of income, like a pension, like a guaranteed life payment throughout the rest of your life. And then there's all different types of payout factors and different options or whatnot. Now, also with these other three type of deferred annuities, there are options called income riders. This is typically with fixed annuities or variable annuities. And what is that? Now, I'm not going to get deep into this, it could be pretty complex, but it's how an insurance company builds in an option, this income rider, allowing you to convert that asset at some point in time in the future into like a pension, like a guaranteed stream of income. And with that comes a variety of assumptions: roll-up rates, payout factors, age banding, all sorts of stuff. So I'm not going to get into that there. But what I will recommend on this video is, you can tell this is a pretty complicated topic. And so I want to encourage you, if you're thinking about an annuity, number one, work with an advisor, someone that can make this simple, and make sure you understand all the pieces of this. Because once you buy an annuity, there are penalties for trying to get out early. There's what's called a surrender period. And there's limited liquidity every year if you want money out. So it's important that you know that this is suitable and correct for you. The next thing I want to make sure that you know, if you're going to have somebody help you with annuity, make sure they are completely and utterly competent on the investment side. And as a part of their practice, they are an investment advisor. Why that's important to you is so that when you're getting advice about whether to do an annuity or whether to do an investment, that if you're working with a fiduciary, someone who acts in the best interest of another, you know that if they are recommending an annuity, that is the best course for you. And so we don't recommend annuities often. Sometimes we do, sometimes they're appropriate, and oftentimes we don't. It just depends on the situation. Hey, I hope this was helpful to you as we're talking about Old Force. I got to get back to finishing this thing up. I'm going to adjust these brakes, get the wheel back on, and I'm going to drop this car back on and get it back off the lift. I'm glad that you joined us. I hope to meet you sometime in the future. And if not, have a great rest of the week and a great weekend, all right? Take care. Bye-bye.